Let me guess. You're tired, you're exhausted, and you're overwhelmed, and you're wondering if this is all your life is going to be. Well, before I dive into it, welcome to my YouTube channel. I know it's been a minute. I also needed to recalibrate in my life. And sometimes when we need to recalibrate, we can go to a quiet place with the Lord and shut everything down. But now I'm here and I want to bring hope to you, my sister and brothers, if you're watching, that even if we feel like it is hopeless or we're tired or we're overwhelmed, we don't know what's next, that there is a hope and a future for our lives. Maybe in your life right now, you're feeling like you are rock bottom, or you're feeling like you are in a situation that you can't get out of. And if this moment, the things that you're going through, will it ever pass? And I'm here to tell you that it will, and you can get through this. I've been there. I've been rock bottom. I've been where I'm in a very, very dark place where I wasn't sure if my heart, my soul, and my spirit could take any more. So I can tell you, I understand. But what I'm going to challenge you with today is to trust that even if you feel like this is your rock bottom, the darkest moment in your life, that this is truly a place, a foundation that is going to build your life for the better, and that your breakthrough is truly just around the corner. So let's get into it. Okay, first off, before we dive into it, I'm gonna have some real talk and let you know that this is some tough love, because sometimes that's what it really takes, is hard truths, some tough love for us to get out of our funk and out of our slump. Okay, so that's number one. Not gonna go easy on you and not gonna be soft, okay, because you are tougher and stronger than you know. I want you to know that once upon a time, I too was in a very, very dark place. Single mom of four. I was tired. I was exhausted. I was, found out about the betrayal in my marriage at a time when my stepfather, who was dying of cancer. And I felt like my world was completely falling apart. But I know now, without a shadow of a doubt, looking back on the darkest moments of my life where I felt the most despair, that the Lord was with me and He gave me a way, and I always found a way because He gave me a way. Even though I felt like there are moments that I felt like the feeling is you feel like your whole world is collapsing on you. Everything goes bad all at once. Like literally when they say it rains, it pours. My marriage, finances, my parents, all at once. But it is true that God never gives us more than what we cannot handle. It may not feel like it when we are going through it, I know, but God, truly. Because the thing is, it's in those darkest moments, even though you who are watching this may not feel it at this moment, at this time, you will come out of this realizing that you are so much stronger than you even know, so much stronger than you even realize. The fact that you are surviving this day in this moment, you are strong. Let's just dive into it. How do you rise from the ashes? How do you get out of this moment of feeling of despair and hopelessness? Where do you begin? Hard truth number one, sis, no one is coming to save you. Not your ex, not your future boyfriend, not your future husband, not the government, not the system. No one is coming to save you. And why do we have to come into this hard truth and accepting this hard truth? Because when we accept this hard truth, we take responsibility for our lives. The thing is, God has given us all the ability that we have within us to to get out of whatever it is that we're going through. He truly has. He's given us a mind. He has given us our health, our arms, our legs. If we have all those things, we have everything already that can get us out of whatever situation that we feel like we're currently stuck in. It's just up to us, because God, the thing is, God cannot come and do the work for us because He's already given us everything that we need. Okay, He is building us and refining us through our trials. So it is up to us to seek out the information, the knowledge, the skills, whatever it may be that is required to get us out of the current situation. See, once you realize that no one is coming to save you, you take back your power. You take your pain and you turn it into purpose. You take your pain and you turn it into fuel. And that is what you have to dig deep inside of you. Sit with the Lord, pray about it, and give it all to Him. And I promise you, He will give you the strength. He will give you the strength, and the answer will come to you. I promise you that you will find a way. You just need to give it all to Him and trust Him. Truthfully, in this day and age, even though the media and everything that we watch on, TV or, online or whatever is all fear-based and scares us about what the future is going to look like or what can we do, but there's actually more opportunity in this period and time frame than ever before. So it is up to us, again, to figure out what it is that we can, if we feel like we don't have any current skills or any current knowledge, well then we need to come up with a plan and think of like, okay, what are your interests? What are your passions? What are things that you are naturally good at? We are all naturally actually good at something. And if we can take the time to figure out what that is, we can turn that into a source of income. Honestly, countless stories of people that we can get inspired by, motivated by, learn from. And with all the resources that are online right now, it's unlimited for us to acquire whatever knowledge it is that we're looking for. So that's number one, okay? You are responsible to make the change. Because when we are responsible for our own lives and realize and understand that no one is coming to save us, and should God even bring someone that comes into our life, we should not have the expectancy of someone else to fulfill us, to save us. Because it's so much better actually when we are complete and when we are fulfilled and we come together with another person who is also complete and fulfilled, and you create this bigger circle. So don't rely again on hoping that someone is going to come and save us and fulfill us. We have to start with saving ourselves. And honestly, I truly believe, even though obviously I'm single right now, but I truly believe that the greatest work that you can do and the greatest gift that you can give to your future partner is to become the highest and best version of yourself and come into that purpose that God has truly created for you with his vision. And I can understand that you may be watching this and having so much doubt, like because you feel like you failed so much, or what have you achieved in this lifetime. But I'm telling you, if you connect with our great Lord, you will realize how much He loves you and how much He has actually given you within you to achieve and do great things in this life. We're not meant to live small lives. We're meant to live big lives, even if that's big, quiet lives. It doesn't have to be big lives online or whatever, but we truly all have a purpose and a calling. We just need to take the time with the Lord, pray about it, and figure it out. Number 2, again, even though you may not feel like your pain has a purpose in this time, in this moment, I promise you that your pain does have a purpose. I look back at the painful situations and events, the betrayal in my marriage, my broken marriage, the loss of my parents, the loss of income, when I was rock bottom, and I look back and I think back to those incredibly painful, heartbreaking moments in my life. And I feel like it's given me so much purpose. It's, created a depth in me as a person to be more kind, more understanding, more sympathetic, to learn forgiveness. There's so many aspects to our pain that we can take that pain and later that can be our testimony to help some other people or somebody else who has also is going through it. Okay, so our pain truly does have a purpose. Because I know from someone who's been through divorce, betrayal, the struggle, God never wastes our pain, our struggle, I promise you. And I know it feels painful and utterly like, why, Lord, why am I going through this? I had moments of that too. But again, I just want to encourage you that you will one day look at this moment in your life of pain and struggle, and you will actually be thankful. I know it sounds crazy to say or even think of, like, how can I be thankful for this heartache and this pain that I'm going through? But I promise you that day will come that you will be thankful for the pain that you went through. Think of it this way. Think of your pain as God's way of honestly growing your superpower. He is growing your resilience. He is growing your strength. He is growing your potential. Your story will become your superpower. That's how you have to think about it. How will your story one day become impactful and a testimony to others? And number 3, you don't need perfect conditions. You start wherever you're at. You don't need to know it all. You don't have to know all the steps, and you don't have to wait till things are like figured out with, perfection in every single little step, because then you're just going to keep on waiting and you're never going to start. Just begin where you are, and you're just going to get better. You're just going to improve with every step that you take. And, we grow by our imperfect steps. We improve by making imperfect steps, right? So don't wait for conditions to be perfect. Start with where you are, with what you have, and build. That's the key word, is build, build, build. I'm telling you, waiting for perfection will just keep you paralyzed, and the time is just going to continue to pass. Okay, because I will tell you that when I started my business at home, and I was a breastfeeding mom, I had little toddlers running around, I had a newborn baby, and I decided to start my business. I didn't know how I was going to get my clients. I didn't know. I just put in the work. I just put in the things that I had control over. I just dived head down and just mastered my craft. I mean, I remembered the days when I would put my kids down for the night and I would sit there for hours practicing my craft and, work on growing my social media once, my business was starting to grow. And I mean, I put everything into my business in between mom and cooking and dinner and taking my kids to school and again, breastfeeding a baby. So, when we decide that we want to make something happen, I promise you will find a way, not excuses. Because at the end of the day, that's what it comes down to. It's either we are going to make excuses or we're going to find a way. It's one or the other. So, sis, or brother, if you're watching this, don't wait for a perfect time. Don't wait to come up with some perfect plan. Sometimes it's just diving in messy. Sometimes it's just diving in clueless. Sometimes it's just honestly a huge leap of faith and huge action. That's what it is. You just got to take a leap of faith, and you may stumble, you may make mistakes, you may look silly, and the world may be even laughing at you. Because trust me, when I decided I wanted to start my business with, my little babies at home, everyone thought I was crazy and that I couldn't make it, I couldn't do it. But I did it. I did it. So you just got to go all in. And this is what I want to really end this video for you to really take in your soul and in your spirit, because I feel like, especially even now for me, fully coming into my purpose and what God has called me to do is truly realizing that what God sacrificed for us to have life, if we really sat with that, what he really sacrificed for us to have life and for us to waste our life is heartbreaking to him, number one. And then secondly, to also really think of how incredible, I mean incredible and great and powerful our Lord is. We would not doubt ourselves. We would not doubt the gifts that he has given to each and every one of us. We would not doubt. Doubt and fear is of the enemy. Doubt and fear is the greatest lie. So when we can sit and pray with the Lord and truly come into that space and realize that God is within us, he created us in his image, we can truly step into our power and be not afraid. Be not afraid, and live our purpose and bring glory to him, because that's what he deserves. And with that, my YouTube friends, brothers and sisters in Christ, thank you for watching. I truly hope that you got some value in this video today. I know it's been a while, and I'm not going to put a timeline or promise any, because, honestly, as a single mom of 4, some months, some days are a lot more hectic than others. So, I'll try my best to continue putting out more consistent videos, but I just don't want to put out there like I'm going to put out a weekly video or whatever. I'm going to try my best at least to do a video every 2 weeks or at least once a month, because I truly just believe that this is a time for creation. So think about that too, okay? It's a time of creation, and God is a creator, and he wants us to be creative. And the more creative we can be, we can find a pathway to what is our calling and what is our purpose, what we're meant to do. And honestly, our time on this plane, on this earth, is so short and so temporary. And I know that the kingdom of heaven is glorious, but at the same time, God has given us this gift and this time of being on this earth, and why not bring glory to the kingdom so that we can inspire and motivate others to also, join us in the kingdom. So just be the light in the world, because that's what we're called to do. Anyways, thanks for watching, and I hope you like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. God bless.